Hi, in this video I'm going to walk you through filling out this new Financial Crimes Enforcement Network beneficial ownership form that you have to fill out if you have an entity like an LLC or a corp. You've probably heard something about it if you have one of those things from your CPA or tax professional, and I'm going to help you get it filled out. All right, see you in the video. Thanks. I'm Joe DeSanto, by the way. I'm an independent CFO and business consultant. I actually spent most of my career in Los Angeles building a few multi-million-dollar businesses, and I've since semi-retired, and now I help other businesses and individuals manage their money and plan better for their future. So if you're interested in small business, personal finance, and real estate advice, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks. Okay, welcome back. So as I said in the intro, I'm going to walk you through doing this Financial Crimes Enforcement Network filing. This is a new thing. You've probably heard about it, maybe from your CPA or tax preparer. If you have an entity, essentially what we're doing is providing the ownership information of the entity to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. It's a new thing in 2024. And the general rule is if you had your entity before January 2024, you have until January 1st, I think, 2025 to get it filed. If you started your entity in 2024, you have to file it within 90 days. So it's pretty simple, though. I've done it a couple times. I got 3 entities, so this is the 3rd one. So you come to the website, FinCEN.gov, BOI, and we're going to file a report using the BOI filing system. I should say the things you're going to need to get through this are your entity's name, but you probably want to make sure you have the exact entity's name, like if there's a comma, before the LLC or INC or whatever. So I usually go look up my articles of incorporation to always double check exactly how the entity is spelled. Okay, so welcome to the BOI e-filing system. You can click Get Started. We're going to file with the BOIR system, so all online, not fill out a PDF. I'm going to agree. So, well, I'll go step by step here. So we're doing an initial filing here, right? Not a correction or an update or a newly exempt entity. I'm going to hit Next. So there's 3 sections. There's the reporting company, meaning the entity itself, like what entity are you reporting for. Then there's the company applicant. That's kind of a weird term, but from the reading I did, this is just the person that is doing this application. It may not be the owner. Like, I'm the owner of this entity and I'm also the applicant. But if I had an employee go do this, the employee would be the applicant and I would be the beneficial owner of the entity. Beneficial owners are 25% or more, have 25% or more ownership. So over here, by the way, if you go to this help area, this top document is a PDF, and it's kind of like, relatively short, helpful filing info. But I was trying to get a little bit more detailed info, and I found that if you went here to this small entity compliance guide and downloaded that, you could get a little more info, and that's where I got, the exact definition on the beneficial owners. And you might also, in here, see if your entity is possibly exempt. So here on page 11 of that PDF, it shows what makes up an exempt entity. So anyway, that's some basic info, but back to the application. So, reporting company information. If you mouse over, usually about these, you'll get a little bit additional information. Request this to receive a FinCEN ID. So it seems that the FinCEN ID, like if you were doing this as a, an update or something, and you had a FinCEN ID for your company, you could put that in, instead of filling out all the info. So I'm going to request that, meaning after this application is submitted, assume I'm going to get some kind of FinCEN ID number. I'm just going to use my company name from here just so it's exact. Reporting company legal name, there you go. Alternate name, maybe a DBA if you have one. I don't. Identification number, EIN. So I suppose if you have a single member LLC and you didn't get a tax ID, maybe you would be using your social security number, but most of the time, if you're even with a single member LLC, you would get a tax ID, but you will know. I'm putting the tax ID in here. Jurisdiction of formation, in my case, this is Florida. Oh, actually, I guess that's the United States. We start there. State of formation, Florida. Name of tribe, none of this is relevant to us. We're going to put in our address. So this is the address of the entity. I'm going to go ahead and pop that in. So I hit the next button. I kind of skipped to where I entered in my address and stuff. So now we're down to the company applicant. So this is kind of was misleading to me. When I first read this, I thought this meant, are you a company that's already done this report? But really, if you hover over, it says, existing reporting company. Check this box if the reporting company was created or registered before January 1st, 2024. Do not check the box if the reporting company was created after January 1st, 2024. Reporting companies that check the box are not required to report a company applicant. So that's interesting. So my entity here was created before 2024. So for whatever reason of the rules, I don't actually have to state who the applicant is. Okay. And again, I'm the owner of this entity, so I'm the beneficial owner, but I'm also the person filling this out, so I am also the company applicant. If someone else were filling this out for me, they would be the company applicant. I guess if your company was made after 2025, January 4th, 2024, the company applicant has to put in their name, address, social, and form of ID. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next thing. This is where we put in the actual beneficial owners. In my case, it's just me, but you can add additional owners eventually if you need to. And then it says here, parent or guardian information instead. So parent or guardian information instead of a minor child. So if the beneficial owner is a minor, you may check this box and complete it on their behalf. Here, it's offering you as a beneficial owner, if you have your own FinCEN ID, you can put that in instead of all this info. This is where you would check exempt entity. I'm not, and I don't know if you are, but I'm not, so I'm not going to check that. Okay, so I'm going to start filling in my info, but I'm going to fill it in and then hit next off screen. But so name, full last name, first name. I would do your name just the way it is on your license, because by the way, you're going to have to drag and upload an ID. So if your name is printed in full on your license, your full middle name and suffix or whatever, birthday, address, your identifying document. In my case, I'm going to do driver's license. It gives you a few options. You're going to have to put in that information and then drag a copy of it over here to upload for verification. Now, if you have more than one beneficial owner, you would add a second beneficial owner with this button here and then fill it out. Okay, I'm going to do this and then see you on the next screen. Okay, here in the last screen, you put in your email, your name again. You certify that you're authorized to do this. Obviously, if you're the owner, you are. If you have an employee, you've authorized them. You do the human thing. You hit next. And then I'll see you there, but we'll have something we can download. Okay, I've hit submit, and we're getting this progress bar here. And then here it says filing successful. You can download your transcript and then save that in a folder, and you're done. Pretty easy. I hope that helps, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.